and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Buys a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. He's brought down to the 16, would have been much better off. The touchback. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That's caught. It's Wilson. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fights off a defender. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch, Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on 3rd down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball in the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the 3rd down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the 1st down.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Lofts one high and deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Oh, it's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Gators have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gators! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 18 to Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They get it out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Power football with the run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big...
He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Still looking, on the move, finding open areas. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Spits it out to the back. With the catch, it's Daniels. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Going to try to get it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the way.
Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Finds his man. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless if you're trying to get extra points.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Reed. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Smith. Turning it on. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 25 to Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Turns it loose deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires downfield. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
They just keep firing. Unloads to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Finds him out of the backfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, set him up for it.
Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got a man, it's Owens. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw, it's Reed. Using his feet to buy time. Going right and going deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Bussey. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
I I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Pulls and fired complete. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught behind the line. It's Hawkins.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Going to the running game. It's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're